Welcome back, everybody, to Rob's MetalWorks. We are here on a Friday night about to embark on such a great evening with a brutality. Yes, Texas brutality. And it brings me great pleasure to bring a band to the show and to all you people out there that should have been on here before, but now we got them straight from the Badlands of El Paso. Not My Masters in the house tonight. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How's it going, Rob?
Thank you. We've been waiting a long time, man. Thanks.
Guys, it's great to have you here. Lots to talk about. And, you know, I even put it on social media not too long ago that you guys are supposed to be part of the Rob showcase. When I got your material, I said, yeah, I want these dudes. They're sick and crazy and brutal. But tell these people, why didn't it happen that last time?
We got a great opportunity to play in Las Vegas at the dive bar up there. And we took the opportunity and no offense, but
no,
you know,
hey.
it was a good opportunity, and man, we fucking rocked that place. Like, goddamn, man, yeah, we packed the motherfucker. So it was a good show. It was a good show.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. What's best. You know, I was always going to wait around for you guys because I'm a big fan of the band and I really enjoyed the music. I'm proud that you guys are from Texas. So I guess let's start there. As we were talking off camera, I know you guys, most of you are from El Paso. Chris is from up north. Let's talk a little bit about the formation of this band. Who'd like to talk about that?
Well, yeah, basically it came down to one day. Cello contacted me through Messenger. I saw a message. I said, I don't know who this guy is. I checked him out. Seemed legit. So went ahead and contacted him back. Say, what kind of music you want to play? Oh, this. Yeah, come on over one day. And we just fucking hit it off. We started playing, just jamming.
It's the natural chemistry that it just kicked in, yeah.
That's where it all
I thought all the metalheads in El Paso knew each other already.
No, man. These are like pretty much the only guys I know because I'm not from El Paso, from the Dallas area. So these guys took me in and showed me the ropes, man. So I'm pretty thankful for meeting these guys.
Yeah, man. This guy Chris right here, dude, you know, he pushes all of us to be like better musicians, like challenge each other, and you know that's what makes us like a really strong like band.
works his ass off, man. That's all he does. That's it. You know, wakes up in the morning, gets his coffee, and starts networking, finding.
He works out in the gym too. No, that's great, man. I'm glad that, you know, it's always weird how kind of cool bands kind of hook up and get together. Now, let's talk a little bit about what you guys are delivering. I love the CD, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. But you guys are kind of like this really brutal, and Chris has his own distinct kind of vox, but really like this heavy down tune kind of brutality. I hear all kinds of elements in there, you know, some little bit of southern, a little bit of sludge, but a lot of thrash too. I mean, really heavy stuff. So when people come up to you or you're talking to a booking agent or a promoter and you tell them, hey, let me tell you about Not My Master, what do you say?
What do you say? Beware. That's all I can say, man. Beware and come prepared.
Yeah, just give us a listen, man. We let our music do the talking.
Yeah.
I'd say we're some badass motherfuckers, man. We play straight Texas fucking metal. That's our deal. But you know what? We're humble guys, man. You know, we'll go play our asses off and come down and have a beer and talk to you and take a picture, whatever you want to do. And you know, I think that's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
You know,
wherever we play, I mean, most bands, they're all sound the same, you know, and then we get up there and we play and everybody's like, what the fuck? We're totally different.
Yeah.
We're like that, you know, that eyesore that stands out, you know. It's like, whoa, man, these guys, they don't expect it, you know, and that's what I like about it. So.
Yeah, at the Vegas show, some guy came up to me and goes, you know, you guys, I've heard a lot of music. Goes, but you guys are a breath of fresh air, man.
Nice.
The guy said, next time you guys are in town, you're welcome to stay at my house. Man. Love this, man. It's just things like that.
I think we kind of contributed to that because we all came from like different backgrounds. You know, I came from like hardcore punk, Charlie from thrash, metal, and you know, grunge and new metal and stuff like that. I think this is a big mixture, and that's how we have our signature sound. You know.
So, talk a little bit about you guys talked about how you guys got together, but it hasn't really been that long, has it, since this band's been together?
No, we just hit 2 years, July 21st. Yeah, and you know, it's because we have worked our asses off. I mean, literally, since October of 2016, we've been on the road pretty much nonstop. And, you know, this is this is where we're at right now in Rob's MetalWorks, man. So, so
We're hungry and we got to keep eating, man. That's where it's getting us where we're at.
10-hour practices, dude, like pay off. Yeah, pay off, bro. 8-10 hour practices like 3 times a week, dude, like it pays off, bro.
You're not kidding. You're serious.
Oh, for real, dude. Like meet up around 5 and stop around midnight, 1 in the morning.
Wow.
You know, cops were called a few times, but we're like, all right, cool. All right, fuck it, let's keep going. 30 more minutes. You know?
All right, guys.
You know, it is pretty evident to me that you guys have accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. And you guys talk about work ethic and how Chris is driving this band. But you guys, too, you know, are also doing a lot of things that I think a lot of other El Paso bands don't do, and that's really just fucking get out there. Yeah. You guys are like out there, you know. We're leaving El Paso. You know, it's kind of tough to leave El Paso because everything's far away when you live in El Paso. So I mean, that it takes a lot of heart and it takes a lot of hard work, and money, you know, and commitment. So
We're not rich, man.
you guys have been on the road this summer doing lots of cool little things, at festivals and shows, and talk a little bit about. What's it been like, you know, getting out there and doing your thing?
my view of it is this: like, let's take El Paso for example, or any town that you're in. It's a pond. You know, what does a pond do? A pond is stagnant. There's a whole ocean out there, man. You know, go out there and experience it and take your music and you know, preach your stuff, dude. Get out there. If you want to make it, you have to go for it.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna come to you. You have to go to it.
Right.
And that's my philosophy on that, man.
Yeah, I mean, we got unchained. You know, we're not chained to one place, and we just let loose, and you know, we're just hungry and getting out there, and that's what we do. You know, that's all we know how to do is that.
Cello, what's been the reception from the fans out there who are checking out the band?
The reception with the fans and the feedback that I get from all of them is that we're very like open-minded, and as far as the music, you know, each song is like a different genre to them.
Right.
It's just like and then I think one fan, like, I mentioned some new music, and then he's just like, "Oh, can you give me a hint?" I'm like, "Bro, it's gonna be a badass surprise."
We're getting there. We're gonna get there. So let's talk about what you guys have out on the market right now. You released a 7-song, I guess, like a big EP on July 6th. So it hasn't even been that long, not even a couple of months. The CD is called Obey, Disobey. So go out there, obey, disobey to obey. So disobey. Go out there and look for it. Tell people what they can expect from what's on this big EP. Are these kind of songs just really from the incarnation of the band? Did you guys put these songs together when you initially got together, or talk a little bit about these tracks?
I think they'll like and they'll notice that every song sounds different. It doesn't sound exactly the same, and I think that's what a lot of people are tired of. You know, everything sounds, you know, the same. Yeah. You know, it gets mundane. It gets tiring. So it's not a cookie cutter CD. So I think what they'll get with this is raw. It'll sound raw. It'll sound real. It's dirty. It's ugly. It's metal, man.
And some fans want that. They like that. They don't want a record that's too polished.
We're not a technical band, you know. We're just pound it out.
Straight.
Yeah.
We're Texas fucking metal. That's what we are.
Exactly metal. Yeah.
So did y'all guys record it in El Paso?
We did record in El Paso, but you know what? Tell them the story, Rudy.
We got it mastered by Chris Collier, who did Korn, Prong, Fear Factor. I mean, we did the recording, and then we sent it off to him, and he did everything, and he just killed it. I mean, it's good. You know, it came out great, and so and hopefully we'll be working on new stuff. So actually, we got new stuff coming, so be prepared.
You guys, when I see your stuff, you know, visual is just kind of so important these days, you know, with YouTube and music videos. And we're going to talk about your music video here in a bit. But every time I see something from Not My Master, it's always kind of like this dark, kind of wicked kind of thing. Like, it's pretty brutal, you know, especially when you have someone like who looks like Chris out in the forefront, you know. I was like, man, I don't want to interview this guy. He looks scary. I don't want to piss him off. He might beat me up. But no, I mean, you know, it's a pretty heavy, brutal thing. Chris, talk a little bit about lyrically, kind of what is Disobey saying? What are kind of some of the emotions or the mantra that you're trying to deliver with this record?
The whole city is a story, and the story is a lie. That's what the whole city's about. It's a lie. It's the life experiences that I've went through, dealing with things in combat and dealing with things from getting out of the military and accepting going back into civilian life and being told one thing and then noticing that that's not how things really work. Deals with like religion and religion to me is about control.
Yeah.
And I'm not about. I'm a free man. I'm not about. No one's going to control me. So I mean, that's what the city's about. Lyrically, is about. It's a one big lie.
And so many people live that lie in our society.
Right. Oh, yeah. Right. Everyday people's.
Yeah.
Because I think people are so scared to be judged, so they keep themselves inside this box, and they're so scared to be judged that they don't want to venture outside that box.
Right.
And I'm outside that box. I really don't care. I'm going to live my life the way I wouldn't live it, and I don't care what anybody says.
I don't mean to get too deep on you, but do you think that at this stage in your life that you would have felt that way had you not experienced the things that you experienced in the war?
I don't think so at all.
Yeah.
I think I would still be inside that box because I wouldn't know, And now that I've experienced some things, I've stepped outside my comfort zone, and then here I am.
Because you've seen mortality,
Right.
and maybe not necessarily in your life, but in other people's lives that have been in your vicinity.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, I can't imagine anything like that, and how that would affect me. But thank you for sharing that and for putting it on the record. And I think that there's a lot of people out there who can relate to that, and I think that's very, very important about what you're saying lyrically. So the EP's been out. You're out there supporting it. We're about to jump into the fall already. You guys are here in San Antonio. You're going to do a show here tonight at the Guillotine. You're heading to Dallas tomorrow. You're still working it. What are the plans for this fall? What do you guys want to do?
Well, we're working we worked like a 3-month tour, and we're working with M7, the agency now, and they want us to do this tour with a Texas band that's pretty established. But we got a call today that they're thinking about, hey, let's pull that and put you guys on something that would be more your genre, more heavier, and we dig it, we like it, it makes sense. So they're working there right now. So hopefully this October, you guys will see us all over, man, on a big tour. Yeah.
I'm going to let all these people know. I know, and I'm going to let all these people know once you guys let me know it's okay to spread the word. I know it's on the DL for now, but I think that tour is more compatible for you, and that it's going to really open some doors with some fans across the country for you guys.
Right, it really is. It really is.
I also do have to mention, and really, I was pleasantly surprised to hear that you guys did the Danzig cover, How the Gods Kill, on this EP. I was like, holy shit, what vocalist is brave enough to attempt a Danzig song, much less How the Gods Kill? Yeah. How did that one come into the picture?
I feel like that's, like we were talking about earlier about lyrics and stuff like that, I feel like that's a real song, and that's real emotion. That's real art, man. And my first taste of punk rock was the Misfits, and that turned me on to punk rock for a long time. But I've always been a Glenn Danzig fan, and that's one of the songs that always stuck to me. So I wanted to give it a shot, man, and I hope I did it justice. I hope I did.
Well, all you guys made it sound good. I mean, the guitarists sound great, cello, and the Vox is good there. I mean, it's kind of cool because whenever I hear a band do a cover, I don't want to hear the cover like exactly the way the record sounds. I want to hear them do it kind of their own way.
My thing on that is, hey man, give the song, keep the integrity of the song, and keep the respect to the song, but give your own twist to it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear a jukebox fucking song or a cover song. I want to hear your version of that and your interpretation of that. That's my deal with that.
Cool. It sounds great, and I'm glad. I don't think I can recall off the top of my head another band who's done a cover of How the Gods Kill, but very cool. Glenn Danzig, people out there know I've been a huge fan of Glenn for many years.
What's he think?
I dug it. Oh, yeah, I listened to it like a lot of times when I first got the EP. I was like, oh, shit. Very good, man. Very cool. So now let's talk about new music. You guys were saying earlier, kind of hinted earlier, that you're already working on some new tunes now. Are these other tunes? Are these tunes that you guys just chose not to put on the EP, or are you guys always just kind of writing?
These are fresh, new songs that we just came up one day during rehearsal, and so yeah, we're gonna bring them to life pretty soon.
Yeah, actually, we have like stuff like when we first got together. We have videos of like we have a whole nother fucking CD, man.
Well, that was before Rudy. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was before Rudy. We were a three-piece in the beginning. No bass player.
That's one of my master BR before Rudy. So yeah, we have like a whole nother fucking CD, man, out there. We just have to sit down and fucking put everything back together and
They
and
kind
do
of
that.
stole me from another band, so
We saw somebody else's girlfriend.
Hope you guys didn't make any enemies. Hey,
you love us or you hate us, you know. So whatever.
life's
But
fucking short to care. So cool. I look forward to hearing new stuff from you guys. When would you guys like to have that new music out? I mean, when do you want it out?
I think we're gonna hold on to it for a good for a little bit
Well,
of it.
we're gonna let Disobey ride and then see, and then let it ride out, and then we'll surprise everybody and bring out another.
Let it marinate and everything, and soak in and process and build, and because we love writing like new stuff.
New material.
I think Disobey deserves as much support as you can give it, and as this new tour rolls around in the fall, obviously, then ride the wave, man. Ride the wave.
That's the plan, man. That's the plan.
You guys did a video, a black and white video, really cool. You guys throwing down in the video. When I saw the video, I was like, holy shit, man, this is a scary video. Chris looks pretty intense in that video. All you guys do, but oh man, I was like, man, this is kind of scary, but very cool. So, how did you guys like doing the video and stuff like that?
And that was I think our first taste of acting.
Yeah.
We were you should have seen the first take. We're all shitty actors.
Okay.
We're like
Our first time,
we're
dude.
like we're like 70s porn actors on the beginning, man. We're
It felt like a talent show, and they're like, all right, try this and try this. Just keep like acting more and more and more. And we're like, dude, we're fucking tired. It feels like we played a show.
Yeah.
Okay, doing the same motion over and over.
Yeah.
But then like once you see like your result, like you're like, wow, is that really us? It's like shit,
Yeah.
Now the when you guys see us like in the little studio, that's the other part, the live shots and shit. That's our shows at the Whiskey.
At the Whiskey,
those are
yeah,
shows
yeah.
at the Whiskey. But
Yeah, they got on stage and actually like captured like the crowd in front, sideways, and what have you.
They did really good on it. I mean, I'm pretty happy with.
Who did the video? Was it someone from El Paso?
no, Ross from California. I
um,
can't remember his last name.
Chaplin Studios,
But from where?
Los Angeles.
Oh,
yeah.
in LA.
Yeah, we did in LA.
You guys
Yeah.
did the video in LA.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit,
Right
that's
before
cool.
our show at the Whiskey. So we traveled all the way, did the video, then went and did the show.
Wow.
So it was like a one-day thing. You know?
Chica, ya estabas cansada by the time you got to the show, right?
We just drove it. Right?
I didn't even shave. No time to shave.
That is cool, man. I did not know that. Fucking people in LA know how to shoot videos. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah. And the people in LA have I don't know what I think they're stuck in the 80s, man. But are they just hungry for us? But every time we go there, they fucking just love us, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask you which markets have kind of been good to you guys.
LA's been definitely great. LA's been great. Houston, fucking Austin. I mean, everywhere. Everywhere's go, man. When we first started out, man, it might be like one or two people at the show, and then it continually grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
But we still give it our all, man. Whether it be one person or fucking 200 people, dude, we'll still give it our fucking all,
I mean,
man.
we bring people walking outside. They come on in and check us out, and they stay. So it's like they hear us from out there. It's like, wow, these guys are like, what?
I think our first show was with Death Angel at the Whiskey, right?
Yeah.
Our first show was with Death Angel at the Whiskey, and the owner, when he was still alive and kicking, he came out when I was outside smoking a cigarette and said, hey man, you guys can come back here any fucking time you guys want to, because you guys brought people right off the fucking street into the show. So we've been playing the Whiskey since. So
Nice.
7 times.
That's like our second home.
it's literally our second home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we heard stories of people like flying into LA just to see us.
Nice.
And that's we're kind of like, what? It's like, yeah, dude. It's like we live in Phoenix and flew here just to see you guys. We're just like, dude, that is fucking dope.
We're building a good fan base. I mean, you know.
And I feel like we're doing it the old school way.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't make a CD and put it on Bandcamp and do things like that.
Yeah.
We went, before we even released any music, we were out there touring and toured and toured and toured and toured. Then did our music, then did our video, and released it all at the same time, and then here we are, you know.
I think we earned our stripes, you know. So
The hard work is paying off.
yes,
Exactly.
yes.
It's definitely paid off. And I think a lot of bands are scared to do that. It's you know, you have to treat your band like a business, man.
Yeah.
You have to be able to invest. You have to be able to work your asses off. You know, sometimes you're not going to get a return back on your investment. And sometimes you will, but, you know, it's a lesson learned, man. You can't be scared to go out there and put yourself out there. If you are, then you're not going to go anywhere, you know. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, we got people in Russia. Where else? Italy,
Brazil.
Brazil, Germany.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, you know, talking about us. So
See, one statement that stuck to me was, I think a review said it's the kind of music that we have been waiting for.
yeah,
And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's different. It's fresh. And it's Texas metal.
Fucking metal.
You know, as a Texas band, you know, we were talking about Vinnie Paul off camera. You know, when we think about, you know, Pantera was part of our childhood. You know, we grew up with Pantera, and to have the untimely passing of Vinnie Paul this year was kind of devastating for all of us.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Vinnie Paul a little while ago. So I'd just like to get your thoughts, especially Chris, since you're from the Dallas area, about any thoughts that you have about that situation. And, you know, I don't think that when Pantera was in their heyday that anybody would have ever thought that the demise of Pantera would have happened the way that it's happened. It's very tragic to me. And honestly, I remember when Vinnie Paul died, I put a post on Facebook, and the post said something like this, and I don't know if it's word for word, but it's something like, a lot of people out there suffer and they do die from broken hearts. And I honestly feel that Vinnie Paul died from a broken heart.
I would say this about Pantera in the Dallas area. You don't talk bad about Pantera. Pantera is gods.
Yeah.
I mean, they saved metal. You can't. They're gods, man. They're untouchable to me. I did meet Vinnie of all places. I met Vinnie in Las Vegas at the Kill Pop Awards, which is, if you guys have never heard of the Kill Pop Awards, you need to watch it because it's strictly for us metal guys. He took time out of the night and talked to me. He loved my shirt, one of the shirts I was wearing.
Wow.
And we hit it off. He asked where I was from. I told him the band and stuff like that. So he gave me a nickname I'll never forget. He called me Mr. El Paso. So I'll never ever forget that. And you know, I was really looking forward for him being around and giving him the. Well, I gave him the CD, but just let him know, hey, my stuff came out. Here it is, brother. What do you think? You know, stuff like that. But man, those guys are just amazing, man. And funny thing about us, when we do our CD review or when we read reviews and stuff about our CD, they always compare us to Pantera. And, you know, at first I was kind of like, man, goddamn, you know, fuck, you know. But then I'm not Chris Kidwell. I'm Chris Kidwell. I'm not fucking Phil Anselmo. Not to put anything away from Phil Anselmo. He's a fucking god. But I just want my own voice and my own thing. So I started looking at different ways. Like, man, that's an honor, dude. Yeah. To even be put in the same sentence as those guys. And it's tragic, man. It's really tragic. It breaks my heart.
We were playing a show in Houston, as a matter of fact, and after we played, the sound guy came up to us and said, hey, I just heard Vinnie Paul pass, and I was like,
really? That was right before we were gonna.
Yeah, we had just finished our set. Yeah, we finished our set, and we were like, oh.
It was still upsetting.
Yeah, it was like,
Because being up there, you know, you grow up like buying your favorite CDs, and then you're like, I want to be up there one day. I want to see these guys, you know. And then you hear stuff like that, and then like you're just like, dude. Like music does save a lot of lives, man.
Yeah.
And brings people together.
Well, let's live for them.
Yes, here's to it.
Let's live for them. Let's live for them. Gentlemen, it has been my distinct honor to have you here in our program. Thank you for coming to the home studio and drinking some brewskis with me. And yeah, look at have all these handsome guys on my shirt here. Gotta walk around with them all night. They're not leaving me tonight. God, they're gonna be with me all fucking night. Oh God, don't even fucking joke about that. But gentlemen, as we end out, anything I missed, any last words that you want to share with people around the world who will see this interview?
It's been an honor to be here with you, Rob, tonight, man. Thanks for inviting us, man. Yeah. It really has been.
Thank you.
Badass, man.
Thank you. We have a long, proud heritage here at the show, and one of the things that I tell all the bands that interview with me is that you're here because I'm your fan. I'm a fan of your music, and I'm a fan of what you're doing. That's why you're on Rob's. So I'm a fan of you guys, and I will continue to support you. Just always keep me in the loop, though. Yes. Okay? Keep me in the loop. Okay, Cello, any last words?
We will see you out there this fall, definitely, and hang out on Grout Taco with us, whatever, and just keep spreading us like disease.
I just want to say, hey man, support your local music, support your local bands. Like I'll bring up Pantera. Pantera was once a local band, and look at them. And so, just because a band's not signed to a label or doesn't have all this and that doesn't mean you can't support them and go see those shows, man. So that's what I like to say.
Just a big thank you to all our supporters, anybody that has been supporting us from the beginning. The girlfriends, the wives, my band members, everybody that buys our shirts or CDs. Big thank you to everybody that goes to the shows. Like Chris said, support metal, support original music, man. Yeah. That's where it's at. That's the future. We got to keep metal alive, man.
Yeah, and keep looking for us everywhere. We'll be out. We're coming for you, so be ready. New stuff coming too. Thank you.
Remember everyone out there. Oh my goodness, what a good time tonight with these guys. The band is called Not My Master. They're from El Paso, Texas. The guys have a brand new EP out there. It's called Disobey. Be sure to look for it on all music outlets. Go pick it up right now. Download it, jam it. It kicks ass. You saw the band only right here on Rob's MetalWorks.